So, grade 8 students, okay, so we have the second problem here. So, Joshua and Ramon are trying to find the measure of the sides of another ramp shown below. So, if the measurement of angle R is equal to the measurement of angle L, or the measurement of angle L is equal to the measurement of angle R, and the value of D is greater than 0, so what is the value of D? So, how can we find the value of this angle here, given these two clues that we have? So we can go here, since we know that the measurement of this angle is congruent, or is the same as the measurement of this angle. Therefore, we can say that this triangle LOR, is an isosceles triangle. And what do isosceles triangles have? They have two congruent angles. So therefore, we can equate the value of these two angles. So that's going to give us essentially d squared is equal to 2d plus 15. Okay, since we know that the measurement of angle L, where it's given that the measurement of angle L is equal to the measurement of angle R. So therefore, to solve for the value of d, we can transpose 2d and 15 to the other side, or we can transfer it to the other side. So this is going to be d squared minus 2d minus 15 is all going to be equal to 0. So how can we solve for 15? We can just simply factor. We're going to factor to find the value of d. We're going to factor 15 in order to get a negative 2. So what are those two factors in when we're multiplying? What are those two factors that when we multiply, it's gonna give us negative 15, but if we add them, it's gonna give us negative 2. So those two numbers would most likely be negative 5 and then positive 3, right? So therefore, we can say that the two factors are negative 5, d minus negative 5, and d plus 3. So that's gonna be equal to 0. These are the two factors of this trinomial. Okay, so let's just check. So that's negative 5d. Okay, so that's gonna give us negative 5d, and that's gonna give us 3d. So what's negative 5d plus 3d? So that's gonna give us negative 2d indeed. And negative 5 times negative 5 times positive 3, so that's gonna give us 15. So therefore, we have these two factors. We can only take one of them. We can only take one of them from each term. So to factor them, so we can equate them to 0. So d minus 5 is going to be equal to 0, and then d plus 3 is going to be equal to 0. And then if we transfer 5 to the other side, so d will be equal to 5, and the other value, it will be equal to negative 3. But for this figure, since this is a ramp, and in the real world, of course, there are no negative values, we cannot take the value of negative 3. So therefore, d must be equal to 5. Okay. And if you want to check the value, if you want to check if this is the correct answer, so what's d squared? So that's just going to be 5 squared. And that should give us 25. And what's the value of this one? So this is going to be 2 times 5 plus 15 units. So that's going to give us 10 plus 15. And indeed, this is also 25. And therefore, we've gotten the correct answer, and we've proven that we got the correct answer. And that's how we solved it.